Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Astros top 30 prospects have been released. The MLB today announced the Astros top 30 prospects. Let's get into it. We're going to go from 30 to 1. So at number 30 is Bryce Mayer. Bryce Mayer, who was drafted in 2024 in the 16th round, is a right-handed pitcher, 23 years old, is the 30th prospect. Then I'm going to try to say his name right. At 29, we have a catcher, first baseman. He's expected to make his Major League debut in 2027, Jansel Villarreal. And he wasn't drafted. He was signed by the Astros in August 2022 and is still 20 years old. Alex Santos II is the 28th best prospect for the Astros, right-handed pitcher, expected to make his Major League debut in 2026. He was drafted in 2020 by the Astros. Then Cole Hertzler is number 27, right-handed pitcher, who's expected to make his Major League debut in 2027. He was a fifth-round pick in 2024 for the Astros. Michael Nohr is number 26. He was a third-round pick in 2022 and is 24 years old. Juan Bello is number 25. Juan Bello is the guy that the Astros got for Ryan Presley, so he's number 25. And I don't think he wasn't in Chicago's top 30. I remember that, but he's expected to make his Major League debut in 2027. He was signed by Chicago in 2022 and is only 20 years old. Zach Cole is number 24, outfielder that is expected to make his Major League debut in 2026. He was a 10th round pick in the 2022 MLB draft and is 24 years old. Then Neymar Ocha Jr., outfielder, is number 23, expected to make his Major League debut in 2027, was 11th round pick in 2023 and is 19 years old. Then, surprisingly, still a top prospect, even though I guess it's not super surprising, but Pedro Leon is number 22 for the Astros. He's 26 years old and was signed 2021 by the Astros and made his Major League debut last year for the Astros and got to play a little bit. Had a couple nice hits for the Astros, but also had a lot of strikeouts and didn't look amazing. Ryan Gusto is number 21. Ryan Gusto, right-handed pitcher who was supposed to make his Major League debut last year in the season finale, but then it got rained out, but then opened up the Astros' first spring training game and looked really good. He's had a couple other games this year where he's looked solid in spring training, and Ryan Gusto, I've really liked what I've seen from him. He's number 21 and expected to make his Major League debut this year. I expect that to happen as well. But he was drafted in 2019, so this is the latest draft pick for the Astros so far. 2019, 11th round pick in 2019. He's 25 years old. I think he's got to make his Major League debut at some point this season. James Hicks is number 20, expected to make his Major League debut in 2026. He was a 13th round pick for the Astros in 2023, 23 years old. He's a right-handed pitcher, if I did not mention that already. Kenny Gomez is an outfielder, and he's number 19, 2027, and he was signed by the Astros in January 2022, 19 years old. Jose Fleury is number 18, right-handed pitcher, 2026, expected to make his Major League debut, was signed in December 2021 by the Astros and is 22 years old. And he pitched a little bit this spring, actually. Shea Whitcomb, who got to be part of the team last year a little bit, is number 17. He's 26 years old, was drafted 5th round, 2020, and looked solid last year at the bat. I mean, defensively, at times it looked terrible for the Astros, but he looked good for the Astros when it came to, his bat at times. I thought it was something that you want to keep an eye out for this season if he'll play at all. I think he will, but we'll see. Number 16 is Colton Gordon, left-handed pitcher, 2025, expected to make his Major League debut. I would assume that at some point, maybe you see Colton Gordon in majors. At this point, he's 26 years old, was the 8th round pick in 2021, the guy they like a lot, but has struggled sometimes. So I don't think he'll be very good, but I guess you'd want to give him the chance. At number 15, you have right-handed pitcher Jackson Nuzza. I hope I said his name right. 2026 He's a 2026 expected to make his major league debut, 14th round pick in 2023, 23 years old. Number 14 is Chase Jarowski, he was a 5th round pick in 2023. He's 20 years old, and he's looked amazing this spring so far. And he's a shortstop, second baseman, expected to make his major league debut in 2027. All right, I'm excited about this one. Joseph Sullivan, the grandson of Pat Sullivan, is number 13. He hit the Astros' first home run of the spring this year and was a 7th round pick in 2024, and he's already in the top 13. Luis Baez is number 12, and Baez is expected to make his major league debut in 2026. He's an outfielder, was signed by the Astros in January 2022, has killed it in the minors, and is 21 years old. AJ Bluebaugh, who's really struggled for the Astros in spring training, 24 years old, number 11, 2022 7th round pick. He's gone down a little bit. He was in the top 10, like top 8 last year. That changes. And then Ethan Pecco is number 10, right-handed pitcher for 2026 expected major league debut, 6th round pick in 2023, 22 years old. Kevin Alvarez is number 9. He's not even an adult yet. He's 17 years old, was signed by the Astros just last month, right? No, it's March now, so January was signed by the Astros, and his major league debut his expected major league debut is not until 2030, which is not surprising. Ryan Forcucci is number 8, right-handed pitcher, expected to make his major league debut in 2027. Was the Astros' 3rd round pick, 101st overall in 2024, and is 22 years old. Then Anderson Brito is number 7, right-handed pitcher from expected to make his major league debut in 2027. Astros signed him in November 2023, and he's 20 years old. Miguel Eula is number 6, right-handed pitcher from expected to make his major league debut in 2025. He was signed by the Astros in 2021. 22 years old. Has pitched a little bit for the Astros in spring training. Number 5. Well-deserved Zach DeZenzo, third baseman, first baseman, expected to make his major league debut in 2025, he's already done that. It says expected to make his major league debut in 2025, but he did that last year, hit really well for the Astros last year, and he's done pretty solid so far in spring training, and I hope he makes this roster. I really do. Still 24 years old, was 12th round pick in 2022. All right, Walker Janik, the Astros' first round pick from last year, in 22 years old, is number 4. Catcher, was 20th overall pick, and now he's not been with the Astros in spring training, but be interesting to see him next year. Expect to make his major league debut in 2027. Jacob Meldon is number 3, and he was number 1 now, but since drafting Bryce Matthews, and we'll get to number 1. That's a surprise, which is not a surprise, though. Jacob Melton is number 3 now. He was number 1 last year. And so he was a second-round pick in 2022. Just played incredible in Sugarland with the Space Cowboys and did not play much this spring. It didn't look that good. But and then got, sent back to Texas. And so we'll see if he plays for the Astros at any point this year. Bryce Matthews, no surprise, is number 2, 2025. He would be number 1 if it's not for the guy that's number 1. He's a shortstop, third baseman, and it's going to be interesting to see him when he potentially makes his major league debut. They actually say he's expected to make his major league debut this season. Is when he's expected to make his major league debut, according to this. But he's done a really solid job this spring, and excited to see it. Now, here's someone who's done a really good job this spring. Cam Smith at third base is number 1. Has absolutely killed it this spring training, and it's been so fun to watch. 3 RBI triple he had the other day. A week ago, he had a 2 home run game. He's been incredible. And here it says he's not going to make his major league debut until 2026. I would hope at some point in 2025 he makes his major league debut. But let me know your thoughts on the Astros top 30 prospects in the comment section, and peace out. Go Astros.